From classic 1800s seaside escape to historic lighthouses rumored to be haunted by their former keepers, coastal Maine is absolutely full of surprises. On this episode, Dad joins the crew for a 6-week road trip south. But getting to the good stuff means surviving some seriously tight campground turns in our home on wheels. Join us now as we continue on our Buoys to Banjo mini-series.
Okay. Do your brakes check now? Okay, stop. I need to back. Wait, you got a car coming. Remember, you can't turn the truck much. You got to turn the tire back straight. And it looks like you're clear of the stump now. Okay, try to straighten yourself up. Yeah. And now start pulling forward, closer to this other.
I can't really see that stump. So.
Which stump?
The one you're not.
I'm trying not to run over the top of.
Front jack is over top of it right now. Hold on, let me just check everything else. Yeah, keep turning. Now straighten up some, because you don't want to cut it too much. You'll be over the fire pit. So just come straight. And then you're gonna need to start turning for your tree. You've cleared it with the trailer. You're good.
Well, guys, that is how you get out of a tight parking space in Montauk Seaswell Campground. We avoided the fire pit and the stump and another stump. Oh, that was a bit of a challenge.
So what is the big tip there, Mike?
Big tip is don't hit anything.
Oh, that's helpful.
Have a good spotter.
Oh.
Have a good spotter who
Thanks,
can tell
Dave.
you where things are.
Thank you. I would also say just take it slow and stop occasionally and walk around.
So pay attention to all the things.
Pay attention to all the things. Right, don't get distracted by Riley. The cuteness is overwhelming.
Get the chocks!
Yeah, definitely no rush. There's no need to rush. Although that being said, we were sitting there. Well, we only have an hour to our next spot. And Mike pulls it up on the GPS. He's like, it's 2.5 hours. And I went, oh my gosh, we got to go.
There's no rush.
There's no need to rush.
Get the chocks!
And then I was saying, get the chocks.
Wait, did we get the chocks?
Yes, I got the chocks. It's travel day.
Olé, woo!
And we are starting our mini-series called Buoys to Banjos.
You guys can put in the comments, tell me if this is accurate. So I think there are 4 types of drivers on the road that react to RVs. The number one, when they see an RV, they need to get around you. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to get around that RV. Second type, which just doesn't see the RV at all. And then there's the type of driver who's like, oh my gosh, there's an RV there. I can't get anywhere near it. And they'll do things like they back up on side streets.
Or pull over as you try to drive by them.
And then the least common type of driver is probably the one who owns the RV, who's like, oh, it's just a guy with an RV. And yeah,
Like, hey,
he waves at you, and or they wave at you, and they're like, yeah, hey, an RV, woo. What do you guys think? You tell me. Have you experienced any other type of drivers?
are you mocking the fig bar?
I'm not. I'm asking if you want to share, the fish bar with me.
How did you say it the first time?
Slightly crushed.
Slightly crushed.
It's
Oh, look, it's a
slightly-
1311. And why are you only eating a slightly crushed fig bar today?
Because we didn't pack anything more. We didn't pack any snacks with us.
Yeah.
Because we thought it would be a quick trip.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a quick trip, and you're hungry because we're reviewing restaurants where we ate. Talking about food.
After a wild travel day, we finally made it to Old Orchard Beach, Maine. This place has been a classic seaside escape since the 1800s. Famous for its massive 7-mile stretch of sand and an iconic ocean pier that first opened way back in 1898. But we aren't camping on the sand, we're checking into Paradise Park RV Resort, a family-owned park that has been welcoming travelers right here in the heart of town since 1971. The crew here is fantastic. They meet you at the gate on golf carts to guide you in, and honestly, thank goodness for that, because this park wraps right around beautiful Milliken Pond, which makes for amazing views. But it also means navigating some seriously tight, old-school campground turns. Time to see if we can tuck this big rig in without any extra drama.
My dad decided to join us on our trip, so he drove up from Virginia.
This is hopping more than Myrtle Beach.
And met us in southern Maine, because of course he couldn't miss the lobster rolls. He's going to be traveling south and west with us for about 6 weeks. Let's do this.
But first, ice cream. You guys thought I was going to say coffee, didn't you?
I got a big lick.
You got a big lip.
Mike, tell the folks at home what we're doing.
We are going to adventure with our adventure pack.
To battle, my liege.
We are going whatever place Amy wants to go, because I don't know.
So,
A lighthouse and a fort and all the things.
Dad on the right.
This is the oldest lighthouse in Maine, commissioned in 1891.
1791.
This is the oldest lighthouse in Maine, commissioned in 1791.
This lighthouse has inspired many creative authors, including Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Portland Head Lighthouse is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of the former lighthouse keeper.
What?
Some have reported unexplained cold spots, flickering lights, and even the smell of pipe smoke associated with the spirit.
Wow.
Got to see 3 lighthouses for one, Dad.
The lighthouse was constructed in 1897.
It was fully automated in 1960, and then there was no more use for a lightkeeper at the lighthouse.
The lighthouse still contains its original 800-pound fog bell and striker.
The foghorn was fondly nicknamed R2D2 because of its shape and the sounds that it makes. This mansion was constructed in 1858 for Colonel John Goddard. He was a wealthy lumber baron and a Civil War officer. It was one of the first stone mansions in the area, built as an imposing Italianate style with local quarried stone.
In the late 1800s, the U.S. Army acquired it and turned it into both officer and enlisted barrack, as well as an NCO club. And then in the 1980s, it was abandoned and left to ruin.
In the mid-20th century, the mansion caught fire and it was gutted. But instead of being demolished, the stone shelf was preserved for its historic value. Today it's fenced off, but you can still walk around the haunting remains.
Some believe there to be underground tunnels hidden between the mansion and the original fort that was here, but it was never truly confirmed. And yes, the Goddard Mansion is widely considered to be haunted and is a super paranormal hotspot here in Maine.
Visitors and locals have reported glowing lights, whispers, cold spots, and shadowy figures in the windows or near the upper floors, even though the structure has been roofless for years.
Wow.
There's also the popular Lady in the Window, a legend of a woman in white seen staring from the second floor, believed to be Mrs. Goddard.
Ooh.
Or perhaps a spirit from its days of being a soldier's quarters.
Given it was owned by the Army at one point in time, many consider there to be ghosts from the soldiers who stayed here. We are at the Flagship LL Bean store here in Maine. Amy's got some awesome facts.
I do. I'm pulling up the awesome facts.
I'll tell you, I already know one awesome fact.
What's that?
It's said that Mr. Bean himself gave Paul Bunyan his first boot.
What? Where'd you learn that?
I don't know, but I think it's true.
I think you just made it up.
I might have.
All right, some actual fun facts for you. First of all, the boot is currently under construction. It's getting a facelift, so it's behind a fence, but we can still see and get some pictures. Secondly, it was invented in 1911 to keep hunters' feet dry and warm. An instant, if not flawed, hit. But LL Bean became legendary for their money-back guarantee, satisfaction guarantee, because they recalled all the boots in 1912, and they gave people new boots that were new design, and it worked.
I don't know. That looks like Paul Bunyan's boot to me.
It is a 16.5-foot tall replica. They also have a bootmobile that you can see as well as a couple of really large backpacks that are fun for selfies.
Yeah.
Aroma Joe's. The chai was pretty darn good. I've been impressed. What about yours?
Pretty darn good. Yep, indeed.
You know when it was erected?
When was it erected?
1892.
Oh my.
It is one of the few remaining swinging bridges for pedestrians here in Maine, according to that sign back there,
Yep.
which I just read moments ago.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't quite move as much as that one I walked across in San Diego.
But it does definitely move.
It does.
So this is the Harriet Beecher Stowe house where she lived from 1850 to 1852, where she began writing Uncle Tom's Cabin.
This house even sheltered the runaway slave fugitive John Andrew Jackson, making it a stop on the Underground Railroad.
A small closet believed to have hidden Jackson is now called Harriet's Writing Room, and it's located right here behind us.
Poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow stayed in this house from 1822 to 1825 while he attended Bowdoin College. Amy's trying to recreate, if you build it, they will come. She's found her field.
I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I'm walking with confidence.
Either that
I've
or
heard that's the key.
this is some kind of quest or something.
It's Crystal Springs Farm. There's supposed to be a labyrinth. It is a quest,
Quest!
because I don't know where it is. It says labyrinth this way, though.
We have successfully located the quest.
But did you accept the quest? Accept.
No, sorry.
I accepted it.
I don't see a question mark anywhere, or an exclamation mark.
I accepted the quest. Mike, fun fact, did you know that walking around the labyrinth to get to the center is longer than the distance to the actual labyrinth?
I didn't know that.
I just made it up. I don't know that that's actually true, but fun little stop. No dogs. So puppy stayed at home. Quest
Complete.
Yay! Mike forgot something. He put the trash on the back of the truck so we could take it by on our way out, but he was not singing the trash song and he promptly forgot, and we started down the road before we realized that there was still something sitting on top of the truck.
We must sing the trash song now for ever.
At least we saw it before we got out on the main road.
We just had a delicious meal at the Fisherman's Catch restaurant.
That's right, we got our Maine lobster, and this is the spot that has been off-road, rustic, in the family for over 40 years, serving locals and tourists alike. Dad, look up.
Oh, yeah.
You excited for this?
So excited.
Maine lobster roll. Woo.
Since 1982.
Yep. And their lobster roll is fantastic. Service, top notch. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend.
It's really good.
Yay!
10 out of 10 recommend the key lime pie as well.
Oh yeah, save room for the key lime pie.
Amy's special recipe, but not this Amy.
It's gotta be good with a name like Amy.
It's a different Amy.
Yep. So Cape Nedick Lighthouse, also known as the Nubble Lighthouse behind us in York, Maine, was built in 1879. It is built about 100 yards offshore, and the construction cost at the time was $15,000, which was, I'm sure, a lot more money back then, but that seems pretty cheap by today's standards.
Indeed. In 1987, it was automated, so it made it one of America's last fully staffed lighthouses.
Fun fact, it was featured on NASA's Voyager Golden Record as an iconic Earth structure.
The walkway's brass stanchions are tiny replicas of the lighthouse itself.
Wow, that sounds bougie and pricey.
Indeed.
Like, especially back then. Legend speaks of a ghost ship, Isidore, which sank nearby in 1842. Sightings of the Phantom vessel have been reported in NewEngland.com.
So not just spirits, an entire ship.
The entire ship.
Wow. The isolated keepers reportedly witnessed countless birds fatally colliding with the tower at night, a spectral echo of nature's tragedy.
Creepy.
While Amy and Dad went inside to shop, I stayed out in the truck to talk with a fellow YouTuber about their upcoming visit to the NRVTA. Thankfully, though, Amy remembered to bring me some tasty coffee.
I just saw a painted cow.
What?
A painted cow.
I think that's a hallucination.
But what if it's a quest?
Might be.
I wonder if it's one of those that, like the one we saw in, what was it, Delaware? Where they, you know, it was from the, what did they call it? Not the Trail of Cows. They called it something. Tale of
Two Cows.
No. Not the Tale of Two Cows. It may be, though. Nope.
Where was that?
The Moxie. Maine is apparently known for the Moxie drink. And we were told only the brave try it. That sounds like a challenge to me.
It says it has a licorice taste, is what they said.
Yeah, they first said like a dark chocolate, and then they said it tastes more like a Jaeger, like a Jaeger shot. So I'm guessing more like a black licorice, but we're gonna give it a shot. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You gonna try it first, or am I?
I'll try it first.
All right. He's not giving anything away.
Silence is kind of the verdict right there.
Are you ready for this?
It's not.
I don't know. I'm guessing kind of. It tastes a little medicinal.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the food. Okay.
I kind of think it has a licorice, but with a clove like aftertaste, like a little bit of clovey aftertaste. It's probably
I say we've checked the box. So we tried. Turn it so we can see.
Product placement, people.
We tried Moxie. Not huge fans, but we tried it.
Yep. Keep it in mind.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive.